Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on the market. So, I think you can tell what I'm going to say. The bulls are in, I heard 1,000 voices echo, full control with me. The bulls are in full control. We can look bearish when we lose the daily uptrend. If we do not lose the daily uptrend, the bulls are going to continue going up. We have finally broken that 70 RSI level. So this 70 RSI has rejected the price about a half dozen plus times. We're finally over that level. We are on the verge of all-time highs. Keep in mind that the S&P500 cash index, SPX, is going to hit all-time highs before SPY does, because SPY was adjusted down for the dividend distribution. And that is an artificial adjustment in price, not related to trading. So if you want to know the real all-time high, you're charting SPX. But the bottom line is SPY is in a daily uptrend. Our higher low was set at 288.66. We saw continuation. We were talking about the scenario where the SPY bulls were holding up really well with the biotech and the healthcare sectors really weak. So we could say that if those bounces get going on the daily time frame, we're likely going to head to all-time highs. Of course, tech sector strength, anticipating major names to continue to have earnings, are really helping as well. But we had a lot of strength. We saw all bull action today, hourly bull flag at the end of the day. We'll see if the overnight bulls can confirm it. And if not, anything on the hourly time frame above the low of today is an hourly higher low, keeping the bulls strong. IWM finally getting its bounce going. So IWM has definitely been held back by the biotech and healthcare sector weakness, in my opinion. A big time turnaround day today. And this is a scenario where we broke the daily support level and saw no follow through. So we zoom out to the weekly chart and we have the potential for weekly continuation. High, low of the pullback. We had a lower high form, and we are very quickly forming a higher low. The psychology is roughly that of a cup and handle pattern. It's not a good looking setup. Certainly would not put it in a textbook. But if we were looking at the weekly time frame, we can see the psychology. The resistance level, we pull back, we round up, we come back to resistance, we are unable to break that level, and then we see a healthy little pullback of consolidation. And if we can get this break of 158.16, we're looking at the high of 2019. QQQ, raging all-time high bull. Look at that RSI, well above 80. Well, not well above 80, but above 80 at this point. RSI levels matter a lot less when we are in blue sky breakout. Anything above 186.29 is a daily higher low, hourly higher low. In the middle of the day, that's the end of the day, that was at 189.98. So if that level breaks, it's not a big deal. We're just looking for a higher low somewhere compared to the low of yesterday. If that level holds tomorrow, it shows really strong action. We have earnings tomorrow for Facebook. We have Amazon, Apple, and Google still to go for the tech sector. But clearly, the tech sector is pricing in bullish action. Netflix has been ripping for 2 days in a row, and that's likely a reason that we're seeing the names yet to report with so much strength. Financial sector, daily higher low looking to be established at 27.14. Bulls need to see a break of 27.46 for continuation. And we double topped at that level today, and we're right there. So 27.46, and then we're looking at 27.47, 27.52, and then a lack of resistance up at the 2019 highs right now. Just a double top to be aware of. Congrats to the biotech sector bulls. This was a really nice clear signal. Daily inside bar. It took a while to break. So we opened within the range, traded around for a while, and then once that bull break occurred of 85.39, that was the go signal. There's your break right here, 85.39 breaking and huge follow through. And if you're trading LABU, huge gain potential on that inside bar bull break. XLV, same thing, inside bar bull break, big volume. All that being said, we are just looking for lower highs on the biotech and healthcare sector. Anything on XBI under 93.14 is just a lower high. Anything on XLV under 91.03 is just a lower high. To change these daily trends, we have to top out, form a daily higher low, and then see continuation to higher highs. VIX is still weak, not down at the lows. Surprising, we didn't see a whole lot of weakness today, and we are looking to see if the bulls can hold $11 and try and see some kind of progress here. Does look a little bit like a falling wedge. I'll be interested in what VIX is doing when we lose the SPY daily uptrend. But until then, on any consolidation period for SPY, we're just going to be watching for a higher low to form. That's a nice little pattern there. That's a bullish pattern. Let's see if the bulls can follow through with that on VIX. I'm certainly not going to trade it, but I'll be watching to see how it plays out. Oil on the daily chart was a bit of a clue yesterday with the huge bullish day, and today SPY with the big bull day. So a bit of a laggard action, but the bulls are in complete control of oil. 4-hour uptrend, 65.57 is a higher low. The daily time frame, anything on the daily above 63.44 will keep the uptrend intact. Exponential support on the 12 period on the daily chart has been holding each period of consolidation. Oil is very strong. Natural gas is very weak. Daily bear flag confirmed. Daily RSI back to oversold. 4-hour RSI back to oversold. At this point, we might need to see weekly oversold conditions. The RSI is 35, and if we drop down into the 230s in the near-term future, that weekly RSI will be approaching oversold conditions. Daily new lower high is set, 253.3. Anything under that is just a daily lower high. So nice, simple, and concise. Go with the trend. Do not fight the trend. I even stopped hedging against SPY a while ago. And if we lose the daily uptrend, I will enter a hedge position. But until then, we're just riding towards all-time highs and potentially looking to get there this week. So we need high bear volume and a loss of the daily uptrend to be looking for weekly consolidation, which is due. We've seen a month now without weekly consolidation from our last little higher low. So it would not be surprising to see weekly consolidation. But again, daily uptrend and volume are our guides, and we shouldn't be fighting this trend. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night. So we'll wrap up story time here with New England and the White Mountains. And then we'll get into more current recent stuff. I'll go over my garden game plan and we'll watch it grow before our eyes. But first things first, this is Baxter State Park. Oh man, mountain is slipping my mind. Someone's going to name this mountain. It's the end of the Appalachian Trail. If you start the Appalachian Trail in the south and you hike up north, this is the last hurdle to get through to complete the journey. And anybody that does that journey is absolutely insane and an absolute machine to pull that off. But go to the White Mountains and New England in the fall, as it is an incredible place. So an awesome hike up, and this is the trail. This is called Knife's Edge Trail to get to the top, and it's pretty sketchy. But it was a good time. I went with a couple of buddies, and this was just a short, overnight weekend stay where we did this hike. And then from there, headed back down to Maine, where I had worked on the farm for that season. So revisited back in Maine, met some sheep friends. That's Timo, the guard dog. He is currently guarding sheep in heaven. And these are the two female dogs. That's Bear and that's Sobe, Australian Shepherds. Those are the ones that would always fight. I wasn't there a whole lot once Timo moved in. He was a neighboring farmer's dog and they were moving. And I wonder if Timo kept them in line more. I'd be curious to know that answer. But the leaves changing and the landscape is just all color explosion. And really cool to go check out. And here in North Carolina, Western North Carolina, I would say it doesn't rival, but it's not a far second behind New England in terms of foliage in the fall. And these are 3 books that I read on my road trip up north. Hempbound, this was a really good one, just in terms of updated information about the legalization of hemp and how Canada had the head start and how the U.S. would need to learn a lot from Canada, in the U.S., it was really, you couldn't even get cultivation equipment for hemp. It just wasn't even made. So it was very interesting watching the development of and obviously it's changed very much since then, but the hemp industry. And this is more on lucid dreaming and things of that nature. And always down for some Native American insight and knowledge. And that's another good one. Lame Deer Secret of Visions. And the other one is Black Elk Speaks as a good one. And that's that. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.